restructure Nigeria now or divide the country in peace. Bishop to federal government. The bishop of the Anglican Communion Ole Diocese in Delta State, Reverend John Arakpo, has called on the federal government to begin the process of restructuring the country or consider the clamor for dividing the country to allow those who wish to secede to do so peacefully. The cleric said this was one of the ways to stop unnecessary bickering, internal wrangling among federating states, insecurity and acrimonious protests across the geopolitical zones of the country. The bishop spoke during the first session of the 8th Synod of the Diocese at the St. Stephen's Church, Owelogo, Isoko North Local Government Area of the state. Restructure Nigeria now or divide it in peace. But some mischievous people are saying that they've restructured or restructuring has started already. And people are like asking, how? How did it happen? What did you do? Some people will tell you that restructuring is a continuous thing. That you continue to restructure, Some people will tell you that they don't understand the meaning of restructuring. They will tell you different people with different meaning of restructuring. That's they don't understand what they're talking about. And when they were coming into power, they promised heaven and earth, we are going to restructure, we are going to do this and this and that. But now they are feigning ignorance. They are saying they don't know what you're talking about. What are they even saying? Some people will define restructuring in this manner. Some people define it in another way. That it means different things to different people when they want to be mischievous. And all of this, my own argument is that if you don't want to do restructuring, which is even more important, or you don't want to divide the country, or you don't like the faces or the people who are talking about restructuring, it's as simple as that. What you need to do is to make sure that you do the bidding of everybody. You follow due process. You do everything that will make everybody to be accommodated. And if we are sincere with ourselves, what is bringing all this agitation, protests, and all this call for breakup? It's because of what these solutions or this thing I have talked about. You are not carrying everybody along. You are acting with impunity. You are saying it putting it to the faces of the people that what can they do? This is what you want to do at the expense of other people. And you are doing all those things. You don't want people to complain. Once they complain, the next thing is to frame them up, begin to look for law, to rope them in, call them all manner of names. If really we are sincere with ourselves, we want this country to move forward, you restructure. You don't want people calling for breakup. You don't want to see them. You don't want to hear from them. You don't want them to say anything. But you just want them to keep quiet as far as you are okay and your cronies are okay. It's unfortunate that a Buhari government that prided itself of doing or wanting to do the right thing. But what are we saying? A lot of people who are still praising him now, they're just doing that just because of maybe they are afraid of what thing or the other they must have done, or they are gaining something, or they are about to gain something. Because I see no reason why well-meaning people will be seeing all these atrocities and you say, things are okay, if not that there's something that you are gaining from there. It's unfortunate. Well, it's a pity the federal government is not listening. It believes in the use of state force. Yeah, state force. This is how men of God are supposed to speak, not those that are politicians that claims that they are men of God. God bless Bishop for saying the truth to evil federal government. The North will agree to restructure only when oil money from the South dries up. For now, it is do or die. Why do you think all the ministry or military institutions and defense armaments are stored in the North, but there will be an end to slavery? Violent change is inevitable. Where peaceful change is disallowed, that is the gospel truth. Yeah, you have spoken well. Showcased pragmatism and visionary leadership qualities. Very good advice, but they are not listening. They are not even ready to listen. Restructuring, restructuring, and restructuring. This has been the clarion demands and of honest and detribalized Nigerians. A restructured Nigeria will certainly emerge as a vibrant, prosperous country with all our productive energies unleashed to create jobs and embrace digital trend and pursuits than wallow in misery of primordial and parochial practices and governance models which favor the few who oppose restructuring today. When someone says he doesn't want you at all in his or her life, any further attempts to force yourself on the person, either by hook or crook, normally ends up with unpredictable disaster. That is why the courts are there to dissolve marriages in that category. For peace to reign, Nigeria should learn a lesson from this. Best thing this government could do to stop ongoing bickering is to urgently start restructuring before 2023 election. But they are telling you that a restructuring and secession means the same thing. That they mean the same thing. Unless they indirectly want these members of Nigeria. If the tyrant is willing to repent, but unknowingly is doing it to the detriment of his so-called Janjaweed, restructuring they refuse, referendum they refuse, which way to go? That is the question. They refuse everything. God bless you, my bishop. Where is our Igbo bishops? Please speak out. Let's know where you belong. Fearless bishop. Why not ask Jonathan to do so? The truth hard to face by northern elements. Their senses have been stupefied by the oil in Niger Delta regions. Only one or two Catholic bishops can be of this good reputation. Their education is in futility. The real men just spoke. This is a lone voice. A tree cannot make a forest. The body of bishops needs to become together. Ditto the Christian Association body to speak in this direction with one voice for meaningful impact. Yes, for meaningful impact. The question is that are they going to listen? No restructuring, no divided in Nigeria. God bless Nigerian. No, God bless Nigerian. No restructuring, no divided. This one, what they say, northerners. Bitter and truthful. May God bless all who love truth and punishes the descendants of the wicked now and forever.